Andreas, we're going to start with you as you get your clothes back on. It's great to see you back in the championship. Welcome back to WRC. What is it like now to be back at the top flight and in a World Rally car with Citroën?
Thank you. There we go.
There we go.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great feeling to be back with the big guys. Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment now for 6 months, and it feels really, really good. Obviously, will be a difficult weekend. The Rally Sardegna has always been a tricky rally for me, and now we also have a new car, so at least it won't be making things easier. But you know, I think we will just build step by step, and hopefully we'll be quite competitive at the end of the weekend. But I expect it to be difficult for us in the very beginning.
Well, you're still adapting to the car, as you said. Are there any instructions from the team with what you've got to do this weekend?
No, not really. Just do what I want. I mean, drive to where I feel comfortable, and then let's see where we are. It's like they say, I only have 1 day in the car, so to be expecting us to be fighting at the front is a bit too much. But okay, we have a good starting position on day one. Hopefully that can help us a little bit, and then we can progressively feel the car more and more and more, and be faster and faster.
1 day of testing, as you mentioned. How was the test? How did you find the C3?
It was in Mazamet in France, and it's very different conditions there compared to here in Sardinia. But the initial feeling was very good. You know, I got a good feeling with the car, and but yeah, it's, you know, after so many years in the polo, it takes time to get used to a new car. So yeah, a little bit more than 1 day.
I think Seb will clarify that as well. It's bound to take more time. What was it like at Shakedown this morning, though? Do you feel that you've got a good setup for the event?
Yeah, I mean, we did some small changes, tried a little bit different things on the car.
Like what?
Like center differential modes, ride heights, up and down, different pitch. But yeah, so I think now we found something that could work for the first stage tomorrow, I hope.
Obviously, everyone is hoping it's not a one-off, and we've seen Yves say that he doesn't plan for it to be a one-off, but I guess you don't know any more than this event, or do you?
No, it's only planned for this event so far. Hopefully we can have a good rally and hopefully make it more.
Well, good luck this weekend, Andreas. Good to have you back. Let's turn to our championship leader now then. Monsieur Ogier, how are you feeling ahead of Rally Sardegna? Are you happy, confident, ready to go?
Yeah, I feel good. It's always good to be named the championship leader, to be honest. But yeah, that means that in opposite of Andreas, we know that the first day is going to be tough, but it's part of the game now, and we have to deal with it. It's a crucial day always in the championship. We need to fight hard to pick up a right or better starting position for the rest of the race. But yeah, I feel good in the car. The last rally was good, so yeah, let's see what we can do this weekend.
Yeah, we chatted last night about the fact that all the cars are so competitive and they're quite level, and we're seeing a really changeable championship with variations of drivers. Do you feel as a driver then you have to give that little bit more this year than you did before to keep up? Well, you don't have to keep up with anyone, they have to keep up with you normally, but do you know what I mean? Just give that little bit extra push.
Yeah, I mean, in the past it may have looked easy from outside, but it's never been easy, and I was anyway fighting hard and giving a lot. But it's true that this year the battle is very intense, and a lot of new parameters, new car for everyone, and it looks like it's the competitiveness of everyone is close. So it's exciting and interesting, and I think everyone love it. And same for us. For me, I often mentioned in the past that my most beautiful victory were the one I had to fight hard to get, and that's the case right now. It's hard to get victories, but like in Portugal when it happened, it feels really good.
When it is so competitive, is it more motivating than it's been in the past?
So far in my career, motivation, I mean, never failed, I would say. I was always motivated, but years after year, I guess you need something extra and something which push you a little more. And this year, I knew from the moment I signed with M-Sport that I will have a big challenge and I will need to give everything I have, and that's the case. But so far, the bet is still on, and we still have chance to fight for the championship. So I'm pleased with that so far, but still a long way to go.
Okay, Seb, thank you very much. Jari-Matti, let's turn to you now. Talk to me about the setup of the car in terms of dealing with the heat, because we've seen on many of the hot rallies, all of the cars have really suffered with overheating. Is that going to be an issue here?
For sure, it's a demanding rally for the cars, driving in the hot temperatures. But I would say the most demanding situation is when you are in high altitude, and then you have hot conditions like Mexico and a bit in Argentina. Here we are not so high. Okay, you have hot conditions, and also the stages are not that long. So to be fair, I'm not so worried in this event.
Talk to me about your feeling with the car then at Shakedown this morning. Everything okay?
Yes, we just did 4 runs. We were testing a bit setup-wise because we didn't have a real test after Portugal and between this event, so we have 2 weeks off, and that's why I wanted to get a bit more feeling for the driving and try a couple of little things.
What do you think is... Oh, hold on, try a few little things. What little things?
Just something with the suspension.
Something?
Interesting, something interesting.
Okay, all right. Talk to me about tyres this morning. What did you go out on Shakedown?
I was on soft tyres and all the way through all the runs.
All of you on soft tyres this morning?
No, we were hard.
Hard? Mixed. Hayden? Hard. Soft. It's difficult when you don't speak. What do you think is possible here, Jari-Matti, in terms of result for you, with what you know of the car?
If I think about the rallies where the cleaning effect is the biggest in the championship, it's Mexico, this one, and Australia. Like Sepp said, he's going to have a tough position when his first car on the road. I will be third car on the road, so at least there's a bit of lines. But like Sepp mentioned, that you have to fight on Friday first to get your position to the Saturday. Let's see, I mean, we did some work for Portugal. I think we improved the car, we were getting faster. Unfortunately, I got sick, and then things went wrong after that. I mean, I couldn't get the best performance anymore out from myself, and then did a mistake, and that was basically it for the fight. But I hope that work, what we did for Portugal, would work here in Sardinia now, and at least now I feel I'm fit and I'm not getting sick anymore, so it should be fine.
That's good to hear. And finally, good to have your ex-colleague back in the WRC?
Yes, absolutely. Very, very nice to see Andreas driving. I mean, he really deserves to be there, and I mean, I think it's been a very tough time for him because, you know, fighting and winning the last rally end of the 2016, and then you're not driving in the championship. So I'm really happy to see him back.
Okay, Jari-Matti, thank you very much. Hayden, let's have a chat with you now then. Talk to me about your feeling ahead of the event and your season so far as we kind of reach the midpoint of the year. What is your feeling looking back?
There's probably not so much point to talk about the season so far. It's been very bad, but we're looking forward. We're now starting to feel at one with the car. The last 1 month we made some big steps in Portugal, and then again even here today at Shakedown. You know, I feel like I'm part of the car now, and I'm not fighting it. So this is good for the future, and now we can start trying to build some confidence and hopefully get some results.
Big steps in which area of the car would you say?
On various things. I think everybody's in the same situation, trying to learn the new cars, how to get the most from them. Maybe for the first part of this year we've been following our teammates too closely for the setup. The way that I drive the car is quite different, so now we sort of adapt in a setup that's more suited to me, and just focusing a lot on the whole car, the chassis, the suspension, the differentials, just the whole package.
How do you find this rally as a driver in terms of the challenge that it offers up?
I think it's one of the most challenging gravel rallies we do. It's you know, many different types of stages. Some are very technical and slow. The stages on Saturday are a bit rougher. Obviously the high temperatures, tyre strategy, and you know, I think this is not necessarily a rally that's won on pure speed. I think you have to look after the car, and it's very easy to get caught out here. So yeah, I think it's just important to be tidy this weekend and make no mistake.
How crucial is tyre strategy going to be?
I don't think it's a clear-cut decision on what, okay, the afternoons are probably pretty easy, but the morning loops will be a little bit complicated. I think there might be a few different tyre strategies, also depending on your road position. So, yeah, I don't think there'll be a right or wrong, but I think there'll be many different choices.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Are there any questions for our WRC drivers? No? Good luck this weekend. Thank you very much.